What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Let's get into it. So the first story is coming from GDS saying that Italian club Inter Milan and Juventus have recently shown an interest in young French international Ousmane Dembele. For me, this is kind of a weird one because I don't see how Dembele would fit in either of their teams. Obviously, Inter Milan, they play at 3 at the back, so they don't usually use wingers unless they're going to play him at left wing back or right wing back, which Barcelona did once against Levante away from home. We won 5-0. Yeah. Juventus, they already have Douglas Costa, Bernardeschi, so I don't really see why they would need him. But yeah, my opinion is you pay the money, you get him. 90 million, you can have him. This guy, man, he's broken glass FC. Don't think he'll succeed anytime soon at Barcelona unless he can stop getting injuries every time he steps on the field. But yeah, we'll see how this one develops. This next one's coming in from Fox Sports saying that Arturo Vidal has offers on the table from clubs in China, but the Chilean prefers a move to Inter Milan this summer. For me, the only way I see Vidal leaving is if he's included in the Lautaro Martinez deal. Otherwise, I'd keep him. I wouldn't sell him. I think he's a great player, especially at his age too. I think he's great. Very effective player from the bench against big teams, starting at home games. We need that midfielder to go back and forth, nonstop. I don't see Barcelona selling him unless they need like a little bit of money to finish, like, I don't know, a Neymar deal, a Alaba deal, something kind of deal. But for the most part, I see Barcelona keeping him at least for another year. I don't see him going anywhere unless he's included in one of the deals. So this one's coming in from Sport, and it's some good news saying that due to the economic repercussions of the coronavirus crisis, Schalke will no longer be able to make the payment of 25 million euros for Todibo. The German club still want to keep Todibo, though, and will make an offer to loan him again for an additional season. No. No. Keep this man. I am telling you. I've seen a lot of center backs in my days. This kid's got it, man. This kid has got it. We cannot loan him out again. Keep him, embed him in the team, especially as a right-footed center back. I think he's going to be great. If maybe we bring in Delit in the future, after PK retires, we'll have Todibo there. I think he could be even a starter for Barcelona in the future. I wouldn't loan him out. I'd get him straight into that first team. I'm kind of because we all knew that Schalke were gonna buy him after his loan, but since the coronavirus kind of been a savior in the situation, so yeah, man, just bring him back to Barca. So this next one's coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying the signings of Martinez will be easier than the signing of Neymar. The Argentine earns less than half of what Barcelona offered him at Inter Milan, and his transfer is more affordable. In addition, with Suarez's age in mind, Barcelona consider a striker as a priority. Man, this is kind of worrying. For me, man, Neymar is the priority. He is 5 steps ahead of Martinez to bring him in first. I can understand how Martinez would be easier and Neymar would be harder. I saw another report saying that with this coronavirus situation, it would be impossible for Neymar to leave Paris Saint-Germain, let alone, go to Barcelona. If we get one of them done, I'll be happy. But obviously, everyone wants the Neymar deal more. I think the Neymar deal will happen. I think the Martinez deal will happen next summer, unless Barcelona get a madness and get a $300 million donation from Bezos or something like that. But I think this summer has to be Neymar first, ahead of Martinez. But if we get Martinez, I don't really mind. But yeah, man, Neymar's the priority for me. So this next one is coming in from Sport saying that Juan Miranda will not play for Shakhtar next season. Miranda hasn't played a lot for the German outfit and sees a return to Barcelona with good eyes under new coach Quique Setién. This Miranda situation has been weird. Obviously, he was the backup for Alaba last season. Valverde didn't trust him whatsoever to the fact that he was playing every man he could at left back. Loaned him out this season. I swear he only played like 2 games. I don't know why. And he's supposed to be a 2-year loan, and now he's going to come back early. I would loan him out to a La Liga club. I don't see him. We already have Alba, Firpo, and maybe Alba coming in. So I wouldn't keep Miranda. I'd loan him out to one of the lower La Liga teams. At least now he'll be Spanish. He can play in the Spanish league. Understand being a first team player and getting regular football. So I think that's the best for Miranda's future. So this next one's coming in from AS saying, should Barcelona want to bring Emerson this summer, they will have to pay 9 million euros to Real Betis. Emerson has progressed greatly in the Liga this season. For me, I'm a whatever one on this one. If Barcelona do it, okay. If they don't do it, okay. I can see why they would want to let him stay at Real Betis for another year to develop even more. I also see them paying the 9 million to bring him in. Maybe sell Semedo for 50 million, 60 million so we can recuperate that money for Neymar, Martinez, or whatever. I personally, if I had to choose, I think I would bring him in, have him and Semedo move for Roberto to midfield, or have Roberto as the utility man on the bench who can play in every position. But if Emerson is coming in, I don't want to see Roberto at right back ever again, unless for some, may God forbid, they both get injured. But yeah, I'm okay with either one on this one. So this next one is coming from Football España, saying the Spanish government are confident April 26th will be the final day of the state of emergency in the nation. They speak of a return to normal but very controlled life. I think the football may come back end of May, middle of May, beginning of June. Between May 10th and June 10th. That month, I think that's when everything's going to come back first. Everyone's saying that the Bundesliga is going to come back first, obviously by making early training. So at least now we're coming to the end of this coronavirus crap. And we'll have a summer of nothing but football. I don't know how it's going to work with football and the transfer window being open. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how we're going to start the new season in September. We're going to push that back. I have no idea. But at least we know now that football is coming back soon. So this next one is also coming in from Sport, saying Bayern Munich are in advanced talks with Manuel Neuer over a contract extension, meaning Ter Stegen's move to the club is far away from happening. Get in there, lads. I think Barcelona right now have two main focuses to do before the window opens. Sign Ter Stegen on a new contract, sign Messi on a new contract, and Nelson Semedo. Those three need to get contracts before June the 1st. But I don't think Bartomeu's going to do it because this guy's a freaking retard. So, at least now we know that the big German club are not looking for Ter Stegen at the moment. We got to get him signed ASAParino, because this man is the best goalkeeper in the world. Well, yeah, I still think he's better than All Black. Best keeper in the world, got to sign him on. He's going to be the future. He can probably play till... He's 26 now. He can probably play till he's 35. That's amazing. Sign him up, get it done, and get it done quick. So following that story, Sport have also come out and said that Barcelona want to extend the contract of Iñaki Peña as the club valued the goalkeeper a lot for his physical condition and ability in goal. If Neto stays next season, the goalkeeper will be sent out on loan to keep on progressing. Just to talk about the second part first, I've been seeing a lot of stories about Neto leaving. I'm not quite sure why. That's why I think Onana has been linked to us a lot recently. But yeah, I think Iñaki Peña is a great goalkeeper. I've only seen him a few times in preseasons, Copa del Rey and stuff like that. I think and I've seen him in a lot of the training videos at Barcelona too. I think he's going to be a great keeper. I think next year he has to be sent out on loan too. No problems with this one whatsoever. I think if you get him to a team like maybe Real Sociedad, maybe Celta Vigo, something like that, a mid-top team club, he can really shine there. So yeah, don't have a problem with this one. So another story from Sport saying Willian's agent have offered the winger to Barcelona, but the Catalan club has said no, at least for now, as Barcelona have other priorities for that position. However, it is not ruled out 100%. Man, this Willian, man, we've been linked to this man. Since Valverde walked in, we've been linked to this guy. I personally wouldn't get him. I think he's been trashed this season, especially at Chelsea, since taking that number 10 shirt from Hazard. I can see why Barcelona said no for now, because if they don't get Neymar, Martinez, and all the other signings they want to get, they can just bring him in for free for a year or two, which I can see happening. but I wouldn't go near Willian. Especially he says he's gonna be a free agent. He's gonna want bigger wages and more bonuses. So I'd stay clear away from that. So yeah, no to Willian from me. And so the final story also comes from sports, saying Barcelona and Chelsea are still negotiating for Coutinho. There is some optimism that a loan deal can be reached, although there is no final agreement on what should happen in June 2021. Barcelona want Chelsea then to sign the Brazilian permanently, but it's still in the air. Like I said before, if you're gonna loan Coutinho, only have it with a mandatory buy option. If you're gonna get rid of him, this is the summer to get rid of him. If you're not, keep him. Like Kike said at the end, try and play him and I don't know, make him world class again. If it's good, yeah. So this is the last summer for Coutinho to sell him for decent money, so we can recuperate 120 million we spent on him. But yeah, Chelsea are really, really, really interested. I think they're the only club that are talking with Barcelona about Coutinho, and they're wanting a loan with the option, but Barcelona is saying no. So yeah, I agree with Barcelona on this one. You have to do a mandatory buy option. None of this option crap like they would Bayern Munich. So yeah, don't have a problem with this one too. So that's my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, I want to ask if you could sign 4 players for Barcelona this summer, who would they be? With no fee cap or no don't worry about the fee. For me, I would sign Martinez, Neymar, Fabian Ruiz, and David Alba. Let me know who you would sign, and I'll be back later, or when there's more news to cover. See you guys then. Take care.